Good evening. Welcome to Tales of Zestiria. Let's jump right into it. I'm going to turn off my microphone because you don't want to hear me eating food while I game. And you might hear chat noises in the background because I like to game while I chat. Alright, let's get right into it.
Get out of town! What do you mean they're selling elixir?
It's true. Word around town is that the nobles in Highland and Rollins can't get enough of the stuff.
But how are they getting access to it? I thought the church controlled the entire supply.
Well, they say they've got the church's blessing, no pun intended. And apparently the damn stuff actually works. Longer life, fresher breath, everything.
Well, don't that beat all?
What beats all is the price of that junk. You gotta be one rich chump, let me tell you.
Yeah, I should have guessed as much.
The church is selling elixir now? Something sounds off about that. What's that?
Oh my! Don't those potatoes look scrumptious?
Oh yeah, radish bells. They're on the smallish side, but they're super sweet and delicious.
They look like they'd go great with butter.
That, or you can just bake them and sprinkle with salt.
Oh my gosh, that sounds delicious.
You know those have got poison in them, right?
Poison?
Oh, yeah, something like that.
Eat enough, and it'll be your last meal.
Well, sheesh, you just gotta cook it thoroughly, right?
Nope, that actually strengthens the poison. You're even deader now.
How about if you cut the eyes off? Does that fix it?
Whoops, still dead. Radish bells contain poison in both the eyes and the skin. Now you remove all the skin and slice out the eyes. It's perfectly safe.
Hey, Lila, where do you think you're going?
I'm afraid this conversation is a bit...
I think she has some concerns about your food safety standards.
Sorry about earlier. I didn't want you to have to see that. Things weren't quite as bad between the Knights and the Church when the Pope was still around.
The Pope?
Pope Macedra was a kind-hearted philanthropist, whom the former emperor greatly trusted. Even the knights would have gladly carried out any order he might give.
Wait, what do you mean was?
He went missing about a year ago. As if prepared for the confusion, Cardinal Fortin took the stage, and soon she had seized all political power.
So, you think the Cardinal had something to do with the Pope's disappearance?
Is there proof?
None. I had the combined powers of the entire Knight Squad on the case, but no clues turned up. But any knight who snooped around the Cardinal went missing. 18 of them in all.
Subtle.
I don't want to admit it, but in order to stand against the Cardinal, we need power that exceeds natural capabilities. Shepherd Saray, I know it is wrong of me to ask, but can you help seek out the true nature of the Cardinal?
The Cardinal resides at the church in Pendrago, right? I thought commoners weren't allowed inside.
It's true. I'll try to pull some strings on my end to get you permission to enter.
All right. We'll meet with the Cardinal.
Oh, frabjous day! I shall make the preparations immediately. Milady, please forgive me for dragging your husband into all of this.
Huh?
Let us reconvene at Pendrago. Once you've arrived, come to the Knight's Tower.
He seriously thinks you two are married?
What a
weirdo.
But he's so pure.
A pure idiot.
I can tell this is gonna be trouble.
But at least it's getting us inside the Shrine Church.
Right. While we're at it, we can probably tell the higher-ups in Rollins our side of the story. Though something tells me those higher-ups are going to be the real problem.
It seems like the Guardian Seraph became a Hellion.
But why would it just up and leave like that? Looks like the Church and the Knights of Rollins really are at odds. And here I thought they were both supposed to protect the people.
Herd mentality always prevails when people sort themselves into groups, no matter the situation. It can be helpful in lending authority to institutions that wouldn't otherwise command it, but more often than not, it generates malevolence, leading to great conflict.
Like wars, you mean?
Yes, in the most extreme cases. Even the conflict between the Knights and the Church could be considered a war, if on a much smaller scale.
War is the people's history. I read that in a book once, and I think I get it now. Would it be better for me not to get involved?
What do you think?
I want to know. Even if the reality is bleak, it is still part of the world we live in.
Then let us go forth. This is your adventure.
No, it's our adventure. Mine and those who believe in me. I don't think any dogs have barked at me for a while now.
There's the reason why.
Is that Dezel? Looks like the dogs are flocking to him.
What? You want something?
No, I'm just a little surprised. You're okay with dogs?
Of course I am. Dogs are silent partners. You haven't given them enough of a chance to know better.
But dogs do bark.
They only bark because they can sense your anxiety and aren't sure where it's coming from.
In other words, it's because you're afraid of them in the first place.
Well, I'd argue that they bark at me first.
It's so hot again.
It truly is. I think I'm gonna get sunburned. Edna, do you use your umbrella for protection from the sun?
As you can see.
Do Seraphim get sunburned too? I guess it makes sense since Edna has really fair skin.
Edna's umbrella can be used to avoid the sunlight as well as rain. It can even be used to push back the Hellions.
Oh, wow! So it's like killing 3 birds with 1 stone.
Not quite. It's also her signature item, so it's more like killing 4 birds with 1 stone.
If that's true, then really it's like killing 5 birds with 1 stone since she has a cute mascot character attached to it.
And it's also something she can change depending on her mood, so that's actually 6.
I'm like Cinderella with an umbrella.
I must say, that was a good one.
Not to mention a lot of dead birds with 1 stone.
I remember this place was in the Celestial Record. Is this belfry all machine run?
Yep, it's what Leston Bell is famous for. The gears get moving, the bells get swinging, and it sounds like the most entrancing music.
Now that's something I'd like to hear.
Wow! You'll only get something like this in the City of Artisans. Such craftsmanship.
Oh, an art appreciator now, are you?
I wonder how the motor works.
Don't ask me.
I hear the sound of the drawworks. They're probably utilizing the power of the aqueduct running underground.
Aqueduct?
Really? Nothing I can see suggests that.
That's because it's a hidden refuge area. This place was built as a fort in the first place.
Oh, so that's why this place is surrounded by castle walls.
Before it was a fancy belfry, this was a communication tower for sending smoke signals.
So much history everywhere. This is too cool.
Guys seriously geek out over the weirdest things.
Well, let them have their fun.
Yeah, I suppose.
So, do you think Rose has gotten used to us being around yet?
Yeah, I feel like she mostly has. She may be a big old scaredy cat, but she's pretty adaptable.
I'm not so sure. That fear of hers may run deeper than it looks. Remember, it was powerful enough to suppress even her prodigious resonance.
With the help of someone we know.
I don't have to apologize for anything.
But even so, Rose tagged along of her own volition. I'm sure she'll be just fine.
I want to believe she will. Human compatriots like Rose are one in a million.
In more ways than one.
Yeah,
In more ways than one. What's so funny?
I was just thinking, maybe we're the ones getting used to Rose and not the other way around.
Very likely.
You're talking to Lila and the others while they're invisible again, aren't you? Creepalicious!
Guess she's still got a ways to go.
It just takes time and patience.
A murder case, huh? It's very disturbing, even in Roland's.
So, how's it looking for the new hideout?
We're still looking into it. Mallory, the Patinal Forest, seems like it'd be an ideal place, though.
Perfect timing! We wanted to ask you about something, boss. I figured you'd need me to come along.
It's not about the hideout. It's about our job as the Sparrow Feathers.
We can't decide on which product to purchase. Mabo buns or curry buns? Which do you like? Mabo curry buns!
Isn't that just your personal preference?
Nope, it's a rational decision I'm making as the boss of the Sparrow Feathers. This is just what the world needs, the sheer deliciousness that only this combination can bring! Sounds kinda subjective to me.
Fine, we'll go with that.
You guys do all kinds of stuff.
That about sums up what we do. And we don't do jobs just for money.
I see.
That's why we make our actual living as merchants.
Well, mostly Agil does.
I'm the one who gives the okay on bringing out new products.
All right. We'll be going back now.
Boss, try and drop by the Forest of Mallory if you can. Everyone's already gone there.
Will do. Take care, y'all.
Talk to this guy. What's he gonna say? Yes, let's go to Drago. Is there a... Let's go to Drago. Worry about it at the Embryo Caverns or whatever later. Okay, so first we're gonna do is we're gonna go to this exclamation point. We're gonna go down to here. We're gonna go over here. We're gonna go over here. We're gonna go over here. First, cutscene.
Lastenbell didn't have a Lord of the Land either. We did see a couple of Seraphim, but it didn't look like they were living together.
I can't see them, but they've been here the whole time. To think that it's always been like that is just so friggin' scary.
But in the past, Seraphim were revered. And in return, Seraphim gave the people their blessing.
That's how it was in the era of coexistence?
Yep,
But the humans came to only believe in things that they could see.
that can't be helped. There's barely anyone who could see Seraphim like Saray and Rose.
It's scary that there are people around you that you can't see, but at the same time, it's sad. It's sad that they can't be noticed even though they're there.
I wish everyone thought the same way you did, Rose.
Do you want something?
Hey, you.
My name is Rose.
I know.
Then call me by my name.
Hey, Rose.
That's better. What do you want?
Quit doing stuff like that.
Stuff like what?
Riding on the shepherd's back like that.
Huh? Did you see that?
That never
By
happened.
chance.
Gah, that's why Seraphim freak me out sometimes.
It's careless to entrust your body to someone like that.
But that was part of the plan, to catch them off guard and then mow them down.
That's not something an adolescent girl should do.
Mowing
Rose to
people
be a
down?
virgin?
Riding around on someone's back.
There's something wrong with a girl being carried on someone's back?
It's careless of you.
I told you it was part of the plan.
I give up.
I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't get it either. Sounds like Dezel wants Rose to stay a virgin. Sounds like Dezel disapproves of extramarital sex. I think Dezel's
Is
got
that a
sexual
monolith?
hang-ups of his own.
Mikleo, look! It's just like what was in the Celestial Records! It's the Leaning Tower. I didn't know that it would be this big.
Ah, so you want to go to Mallory. Mallory is northwest. I want to go to Mallory, you should go this way. Also, there's a big leaning tower that I don't want. That looks cool. My screenshots of those. Is that the leaning tower? I can't even tell anymore. So many towers. Alright. Let's save here. This looks like Sally is gonna... Let's see if we can take it on. Let's try. It'll probably kill us.
Don't overdo.
Oh, it's not a mutant kill yet.
Do it, Rose. It's an ancient bird hellion with scales like a dragon's.
This one's gonna be tough. Let's go! Blade bang! This on!
I'm not done yet! Strike!
Almost fighting!
How about that? Got it!
Let's keep it up! It's over! Almost fighting! Blade bang!
Ready? Prepare yourself! Chain luminescence! Don't let up!
Tiger blade! Try this! Get on! Strike! Blade bang! No escape! You won't end here!
So is this what grown-ups are really like?
Yeah, sounds like something a brat would say.
Ready, Nick?
Oh, weakness. Earth.
Cleo!
May your soul...
Whoa! That thing it's riding on looks way fun!
Fun? That's a hellion, you know.
It shoots stuff out from its artillery, so be careful!
Get on! Let's get him! Try this on! Strike! Ready?
Take that!
You won't end here!
Double demon thing!
Yeah! This isn't over! Looks like we win!
Conversation there, I think.
And that'll do it.
Oh, we're back. What did I just enter?
Well, this doesn't look good.
We're in a foul place.
This feeling. We've been in places like this before.
It's a crucible of malevolence. They make Hellions fight to make them nastier.
Venomization, a diabolical practice. It appears this ruin was built to do just that.
Who would make such a thing?
I don't know,
Lord of
but there are
Calamity.
several places such as this on the Glenwood continent. I had thought they had all been sealed up, but
Looks like they're back in business.
This has to be held off. No question about it.
We'll stop this!
Something's blocking our way.
It must be to keep outsiders from entering. It's most likely that only certain people are allowed inside.
Just the shepherd.
So, it's me alone, huh?
A solo fight. If it were me, I could ask for nothing
Oh,
better.
shut up, Dazzle. Alright. Try. On. But first, I'm gonna pause, and I will be back shortly.